Hello, welcome to another Informatica video tutorial. My name is Fernando Guerrero. I am a cloud solution specialist, and in this video we are going to talk about how to use unconnected SQL transformation. Through this video we are going to talk about what is a SQL transformation, what is the difference between a connected and unconnected SQL transformation, and when it's good to use the unconnected SQL transformation. Then we will do a little video to show you how to use it, and at the end I will have links to the documentation. So you're going to be wondering, what is a SQL transformation? Well, it's transformation that allows you to call the database and execute SQL statements. You could run a delete statement, but mostly this is used when you want to call functions or store procedure. This is really helpful for that kind of conditions. And we have connected and unconnected SQL transformation. The difference is like the connected SQL transformation, you are going to use it only one time in your mapping. It will be placed at one specific place in your mapping. And when you have your process, when you have this data flow through your entire process, that execution of the connected SQL will be done at one specific point in the entire process, and it will be executed only that time. Then the unconnected transformation is not going to be connected to any process flow. It's going to be separated in the mapping, and then you will use expression transformation to call this unconnected SQL transformation. So you could have multiple expression in different places in your mapping, and they could be calling the same procedure. So you can call it more than one time. That's the big advantage of unconnected SQL transformation. Now we will do a little demo so you can know how to integrate the expression transformation with the unconnected SQL, and you could call it as many times as you need in your mapping. So here we have a mapping that we will use as an example. You can see that we have a source, we have an expression, target, and then we have a SQL transformation, and you don't see any connection between this transformation with the rest. So you are wondering, if I run this mapping, what is going to be the sequence of events that's going to happen? Well, the sequence when you run this is, first thing will be the source, then it's going to be the expression, and then it's going to be the target. You're wondering, then when are we going to execute this one? Well, we are going to execute this one here when we run the expression. The expression is going to be the one that is going to call this SQL transformation. And we can see here in incoming fields, we don't have anything in the incoming fields because it's not connected to any other step. And the SQL, well, we have our connection. In this case, we want to execute a store procedure, and we search at all the ones that we find database, and this is the name of the store procedure in our database. You have to check this checkbox on connected store procedure, otherwise it's gonna think that this is a connected, and when you try to save it, it's gonna tell you that this mapping is invalid. So remember to mark this checkbox. Okay, here we have our source. If you see in our source, we are getting information from a table, and we have two fields, name and age. We come to the expression. We have the incoming fields are age and name, and here in the expression you are going to see how we are going to call the store procedure. We are going to create a field. You can name it any way you want, but then here in the field you are going to notice that we have this colon symbol. That's something that you need to specify when you want to call an unconnected store procedure. Then you are going to have SP. This also, so basically these three, the colon, SP, and the period. Every time that you want to call a store procedure, you need to do it in this way. You need to add these symbols and this letter. And if you see here, it says SQL soft delete, and here we have two parameters. These parameters are the ones that we are getting in our input. In this case, this store procedure is going to look for the name and the age and in tables, and if it finds the match, it's going to delete it. But yeah, pay attention to this SQL soft delete. So if you come here, you notice this is the name of the transformation. It's not the name of the store procedure. It's the name of the transformation. SQL soft delete. So we are saying, okay, here in the expression we are calling the unconnected name. This store procedure receives the parameters, but you are not calling directly the name of this store procedure. You are calling the one from soft delete. Okay. So we see one more time in the expression. We have here, we are calling the step transformation SQL soft delete, and then we are passing the parameters that our SQL transformation, that our store procedure is expecting. In your store procedure, you can also return information. For example, if you delete the information, you would like to return a variable as a confirmation that the data was deleted. And when we call the expression, we are able to capture the response from database into this field. Okay, so that's why we create this field. So we call the procedure, and the response to that the procedure returns is saved into this field. And then you can use this field, for example, here in your target incoming fields. Here you are going to use what was the response of the database. So you can have it like a logs or something, like you try to delete this information, and the result, it can tell you that it was successful, or it can tell you that it was not successful. That's the logic that you will have inside your procedure and what you decide to return. But now you know that you can capture the response from the SQL unconnected SQL transformation. And this is how you use unconnected SQL transformations. And here we have the link to our official documentation for unconnected SQL transformation. You will be able to learn more things about this specific transformation. Any feedback that you have about this video, please send us an email or contact us in our social media platforms. We will be happy to hear from you. Thank you very much for watching this video.